Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, beings and beasts from this and other universes, and you are watching WoWFilms bi-weekly episode 10. Now, on the last bi-weekly, I answered a request from one of the viewers, or just pwned you, or something, and he asked me to do Icecrown Citadel, which I hadn't previously done. So I tried Lady Death's Whisper in 10-man, and probably failed. So, here I am again, in 25-man, and that is Lord Marigar. Now, maybe this will go a bit better, you know. Take two, possibly. Again here, I don't really know any of the tactics. I know that you mustn't stand in the blue flamey things, and you just run away when he's spinning, but I find that kind of hard because he just spins everywhere, so you know. And you can't really do, as a healer, you can't really do much while you're while people are spiked, you know. Stick around, that's what he says. And here I put down one of those little engineering dummy things, you know, maybe that 3000 damage will make a difference. I'm sure a lot of Holy Pallies have done this fight. I mean, I'm definite that a load of Holy Pallies have done this fight, but a couple of things that I find useful, obviously Beacon of Light on the main tank, and keep Judgment of Light on Mr. Marigar. See, look, you can see the people being impaled there, and I think my rabbit exploded at some point and did some damage to him. But there he goes, spinning off. And so these fires, they get very annoying, because as far as I can tell, look, there we go, it hit me. As far as I can tell, they're shot at a single target in the raid, and then they go outwards from Lord Marigar. And everyone was saying, you know, stay behind him, stay behind him. But because we were in 25-man, it was actually a little difficult to stay behind him, because I was laggy and stuff, and everyone was just moving around everywhere, and it was like, right, just stay with the raid. But back to the flames, when everyone's just running around about all over the place like headless chickens during the, you know, oh dear, I'm dead. That's probably a good thing, actually. You know, during the run aroundy, spinorama thingy with the axe. Look, we got him so close, oh, shame, really. But yeah, these flames were going off everywhere, and I was like, oh my god, what do I do? It was just, it's like impossible. So anyway, I release here, and we go back for our second attempt, which you'll see in a moment. Yeah, here it comes. So here we go. Yes, I'm ready. Lord Marigar. 4 heads, no legs. Four heads, no legs. Is it me, or is that a bit out of proportion, you know? I mean, like, really, would you rather have 1 head and 2 legs, or 4 heads and no legs? Mind you, he seems to manage to run around pretty, you know, quite well. But anyway, this time we really improved, and, or I just pwned you, I'm sure you were very disappointed with the first video, because I failed at killing Lady Death Whisper. And so now you might be a bit more pleased, because I go on to kill Lord Marigar, then I go on to kill Lady Death Whisper, then I go on to claim victory in the gunship battle, and this is the first time I've ever stepped foot in Icecrown Citadel, which, you know, I was pleased. Yeah? Yeah. I mean, come on. It's not like you down a quarter of the hardest instance in the game. The first time you step in there, look, I'm standing in the flames again. There's something about me in flames, because maybe, I doubt it, maybe it's just because I'm just being stupid and not paying attention, but I like to blame it on my consecration, because I'm always used to standing in my consecration, and my friend's death and decay. Look, that flame's chasing me, and my other friend's blizzard. So I'm used to standing in things, and that's That's my excuse. I'm used to standing in things when I'm playing with friends. So yeah, that's that's the only reason I keep standing. Look, it's coming for me. The flames are like, oh, they're like against me. It's like they're trying to chase me down. I mean, fortunately, I didn't get impaled. Oh, look at those poor people just sitting there on the spikes. That's a real shame. You see, the problem is we got onto the fourth boss, and then everyone kind of started leaving, and I had to go to bed anyway. So, and some idiot talked to the king and removed this buff that I had absolutely no idea about. And I was like, what buff? Okay, right. So now I'm just standing here doing nothing because I'm chatting for some reason, and because no one was taking damage. Don't you just love that if you're a healer? When you're healing someone, or the raid, and suddenly they just all stay at full health. It's brilliant, look. Run away. So I tried running away. Put Sacred Shield on myself. And I was thinking actually a little bit when I was doing this fight about, because obviously the paddies get a load of new healing spells in Cataclysm. There's one at level 83, and then there are two that we don't have specific training levels for, Light of Dawn and Word of Glory. So I was wondering, if it comes out in a pre-Cataclysm patch, it would be cool to like try this fight again with all the new abilities, and the Hunter Focus and the Warlock, not Runic Power, Soul Shard, yeah. Just be interesting to see how it changes the dynamics of the fight. And it is, I mean, compared to the gunship battle, you hardly have to move around at all in this fight. But it is quite a mobile fight compared to, say, I don't know, let's say, what's his name? That guy, King whatever, Ingvar, that's his name, in Utgard. Compared to that, it's a very, very mobile fight. But compared to the gunship battle, which I did later on, I found that it actually wasn't that much of a mobile fight. So if mobile fights go from 1 to 5, where 1 is standing still the whole time, such as Ingvar and things like that, Tank and Spank, and 5 is moving around on a scale where you're hardly standing still like you are in the gunship battle. Look, there's another flame coming for me. This is ridiculous. Yeah, this is about 3 maybe, so you need to move around quite a bit, but then for a small majority of the like Living Dead and Deafening Silence. Anyway, small majority of the fight, you are just standing behind the boss doing nothing. Lady Death Whisper, after fighting her, I'd say it's a 2, because, that's from a healer's perspective actually. I'll talk about it more in the Lady Death Whisper video, but I did find that as a healer, I was just standing still and moving out of the Death and Decay, those green slimy patches. But obviously as a DPS you're running around from left to right to middle to back to left to right to middle to back to left to right, and okay, it's probably not that difficult. You've got a set side, and then when all the ads are dead you help break down her mana shield, but as a healer, look at all these flames everywhere. I'm like caught in a cross section of 3 flames. That's just ridiculous. It's like those fire things in, I can't say for certain, but I've read the dungeon guide for Illidan. Look, I walked right into one that was coming right at me. Aren't I stupid sometimes? So anyway, yeah, this guy dies, Lord Marrogar, and I won the ring that he drops. And I know gear score doesn't matter. Gear score only matters for getting into raids. Once you're in the raid, gear score does nothing, up to a certain point. As I said before, you've got to have good gear. But it upped my gear score by more than 100. So there he is, dead. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope that satisfied you, what I just pwned you. It should have satisfied you, because it satisfied me, and goodbye.